What is going on? I'm ready to support the SLAP Train, and welcome back today, guys. Forza Horizon 3 and part 2 of our direct capture session that we did have with Brian Eckberg and Andy from Microsoft. Now, keep in mind, they were both in the same room with me as I was recording this gameplay, so no pressure, man, no pressure. Now, first thing I'd like to say is I wish I picked this Mustang when I was on the actual rig. The reason for that, because this thing is an absolute monster, man. It's the GT350R. I mean, she sounds badass, and thing gets sideways, no problem whatsoever. Now, of course, we did the same thing, took off all the assists for this one, and we just had some fun with it. Now, I did take some time to look around once again, but, however, though, I was on a limited schedule, so I figured, you know what, let's just slide the shit out of this, and that is exactly what I did. Brian Eckberg was actually watching this run, and when I got extra close to this wall, he even said, oh, damn, man, that was nice. So I got a nice little compliment from Brian as I was sliding, a few wall taps here and there, but I was just really trying to feel out the physics and see how it felt this time around. I mean, as you guys can see, no problem whatsoever. Cars felt great, the tire physics felt even better, and I mean, like I said, it had that slight increased difficulty factor from what we all know and love of Forza Horizon 2. So for me, I was definitely hyped to get this in my hands and really experience it for the first time, and I'm impressed. It is definitely a fun game, and that's one of the things that they stressed. And you guys missed the burnout because I was talking. Hold up. I mean, audio is definitely on point this year around, and I mean, everything has been perfected. I mean, they came a long way. How about that flag top, though, man? They have come a long way since the starting days of Forza Horizon 1, and I couldn't be more proud to be a Forza fan. You know, not just for the Horizon series, but for the motorsports, you know, the PC now, and, you know, being able to play cross-platform with everybody is going to be a huge thing. Now, just check out that damn waterfall if you guys missed it. The scenery is breathtaking, and I feel like they have literally perfected this world. It is now a living, breathing world for us to cruise around in. I mean, with the animals roaming around, you have all these AI cruising around online as well. I mean, it's just going to be a fantastic game. Now, going back to the cross-platform, though, I don't know in terms of computer specs of what we're going to be needing. From my experiences of Forza Apex, you're going to need a very hefty computer. So, I mean, I don't think I'll be doing any PC gameplay on this game as much as I want to. I just don't think I'm going to have the PC power to do so. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to probably end up getting the Xbox One S for this and seeing how she goes. Now, right here, I screwed it up. I don't know what happened, but I double downshifted into second gear, thinking I was in third. Rear end just kind of locked up, and I went right into the wall. Wasn't exactly what I had in mind when I threw it, nor was this. I mean, I used my horns at least, right? I told him to get the hell out the way, but I mean, it was just a lot of fun. I mean, being here in the room with the game devs, you know, people that actually live and breathe this game to bring it to life was just an absolutely incredible experience to give my real-time feedback to them and just say, you know, you guys have made one hell of a game once again. I mean, they keep doing it, man, every single year with the motorsport, with the Horizon. I know maybe there's some features in the game that, you know, I want to have, or maybe you guys want to have in the game, but you guys got to understand that there is priorities to a game coming to life like this. So, I mean, at the same time, you got to understand it, and you just got to know that, you know, they are working very hard to bring us this content at a reasonable time. So, the best I can say is just wait, be patient, and just enjoy the game that you're going to get out of the box, because, you know, everything has a deadline, and we got to understand that as a consumer side of things. I know there was a lot of comments on my last video saying, Slap, I want the biggest, baddest tire smoke available. Of course you do. I mean, I do as well. I feel, though, for the map size, for how much things that are actually going on in this game, you really cannot have a big smoke show without kind of sacrificing graphics or frame rate and all that stuff. So, I mean, just kind of keep that in consideration when you are giving feedback to a game like this, because there's a lot that goes into this, and I mean, I personally feel they have nailed this Forza Horizon game. I mean, like I said, I hope there's a demo to come out very soon so we can get our hands on that and I can show you guys some gameplay. And then, of course, when it comes out in September, the channel will explode with Horizon 3 content, hands down. Now, what you guys are watching right now, though, was my session right after I ran on the actual big rig. I actually came over here, set up the GoPro, and I just wanted to kind of explore around the city that we were given. So I'm going to kind of go out of the boundaries a few times where I get reset, but I really wanted to test how far I could go out, just see maybe what was out there. I do apologize for the footage not being, exactly an HD 1080p direct capture, but this was the best I could do with what I had, so hopefully you guys do enjoy this little chunk here. But the off-road experience on the game was definitely a similar feel to Forza Horizon 2. It felt the same, but this time around though, I feel that the off-road cars definitely do have way more control than, a standard road car would. Obviously, it's what you expect, but if you did want to go off-road, say, with this Mustang, I mean, you weren't going to be just stopped in sludge, or, you weren't being able to move around. You were still able to have that free roam mentality if you wanted to. I mean, it didn't matter what car you were in, but it definitely did have just a fun vibe to the game where you just wanted to keep playing and playing. And I mean, I could have sat there all day. Unfortunately, I did have things that I needed to do, but from the time that I did have with it, I was able to kind of explore a little bit, which you guys are going to see in a few. But there was a lot of structures actually hidden in the environment now. I mean, I actually came across a couple houses that I was looking at that I didn't go into, and then you guys are going to see a few that I actually went up to. But they have really done a great job in detailing the surrounding areas and environments, not with just a house and a driveway and a fence and that's it, but it is the same feel and the same level of detail that we experience, say, in Nice, where we have all the tables and the chairs everywhere where they are destructible. Same thing applies now in Forza Horizon 3. I actually came across a few outback houses where they had a full-on barbecue set up with a picnic table. So I mean, there was a lot of really cool things to go and explore. And I really hope that they keep up with that amongst the entire map. Maybe for some really cool barn finds or even just some Easter eggs around the city. Obviously, we're probably going to have our billboards to collect. So that is going to be a big thing. Now, really quickly, right here, I went completely sideways through that massive puddle just to see how it was going to feel. And of course, it stopped the car pretty good. And then I also took it a step further and decided to do a little bit of off-roading in the bigger puddle alongside, just to kind of see how it was going to look, maybe feel. And it was pretty deep, man. It was pretty deep for sure. It was pretty cool just seeing that. I tried to do some burnouts, trying to drift it. But it was a very cool and interesting new addition to the Forza franchise, where now we have these massive puddles to just kind of cruise around or, jump into, or whatever you're going to do with these puddles is completely up to you. But it will make for some great footage, for some great photos, and also too with the drone cam playing a part into that. I mean, everything's just going to tie into it. I ended up going straight into the damn tree out there, so not everything is destructible, which is great. So it still will be the same format. We're going to have the bigger trees where they're not going to be able to be broken. We're going to have some smaller shrubbery and such. Thankfully, we have not seen the deadly bushes from Forza Horizon 1 coming back into the game. So that's a good thing for any Forza fan, because we all know those bushes were deadly, man. Now, coming up here, I am going to go into one of these houses just to see what was going on, because I seen a bunch of them alongside, and I figured, how far can I go? Is the demo going to allow me to really cruise out here? So I was able to go quite a bit and just kind of see what was available on one of their properties. And turns out, I mean, like I said, there was quite a few things on the property other than just the house. I mean, we had the fence, we had the umbrellas, we had the barbecue out there. So once again, great photos, great footage for either montage content and stuff like that. But I mean, this game is going to be a heaven for any content creators out there. I mean, you're going to have now your photo mode with all these obstacles out in the world to capture. You're now going to have a brand new online and single player drone camera angle, which we really don't know much about, but I'm assuming it's going to be huge. It is going to be massive for anybody looking to capture video or just really nice still shots. And here's another property that I came up to. I mean, like I said, there was a lot of them in the demo. You just had to kind of stray away from that road a slight bit. I was running the line a few, man. It said if I go any further, I'm out of the area. So I was just able to see just barely what these were. There was 3 houses lined up in order, so it was just pretty cool. I was just looking back behind me just to see, if any of the staff were looking at me saying, you can't do that shit. But nonetheless, though, had an absolute blast. Cannot wait to explore more when the game drops. I got a brand new t-shirt from them and a lanyard, so I was pretty hyped up about that. Don't forget to slap that like button. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the SLAP Train, E3 2016, Forza Horizon 3.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, the SLAP Train, and welcome back, guys.